Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful sunny day, a little bit windy, but it's not too cold, so that's the main thing. And I've decided to get out for a stroll and see if there's anything about. I do want to keep an eye on my hare location more, navigating a fence. To keep an eye on the hare location more, as people always bang on about March Madness hares. So sounds like it's time to get the hares, right? Yeah, bit of a random one today, but don't know what might be around. It's a nice day, so may as well just get out and bring you guys with me. I had put one of my trail cameras on a new path because where I had it out near some fields, it wasn't really capturing all that much. I actually had a trail camera near there that was getting some better footage. But the path that I moved it to, it wasn't all that good. There was some sign of like paths and, you know, animal paths, that is. There's a few deer on it, but nothing too crazy that I was too interested in. So I'm actually going to move it again. I'm going to put it to a field that I've had it in before. Now, in this field, historically, I've seen hares in it quite a bit. I think I've even seen up to three or four hares, I think, at the same time. So it's been good in the past. I'm going to try and put it there again. Over the winter, it's been so quiet in that field, that's why I took it out. Now we're in spring. Let's see if we have any luck. So I am also tempted, I might put it into a wood. I'd love to see if I can find like a fox den or something. So I might put it in a wood as well. We'll see where it ends up. But yeah, I'll check my other trail camera first. That'll dictate my decision. It's quite nice. I have my new tripod with me, which is a Benro tortoise. It's the 24C LV, I believe. So yeah, it's performing well so far. I haven't actually got to go out with it all that much, but this is exactly what I wanted it for. I have it on my bag. It's not too heavy. It's quite a sturdy tripod. And yeah, some days when I'm not specifically going out looking to take video, you know, it can be nice to have a tripod with you in case you see something worth videoing. But with my old tripod, it's just so heavy that it's kind of unpleasant, especially if it's hanging off the side of my bag. There's nothing else in the bag. You end up walking sideways because it's crooked, because this is so much lighter. You just don't notice it as much. So yeah, it's great to be able to just go for a walk, have it with you if you need it, and not be too inconvenienced by it. So I'll show you it in a bit. I'll show you some of the features that I'm quite happy with, and some of the things I'm envisioning doing with it. Now, whether it'll ever go the way I want, we'll see. But the plans are there, so I'll whip it out and show you in a bit. I have the tripod set now, and I'll show you this other amazing feature. So when you see a tripod, I think it's probably not something a lot of people would think about. Now, for wildlife photography, a lot of the time we want to be eye level with our subject. It makes it a bit more intimate, and it's just a lot nicer than having a shot that's looking down on your subject. That's where this loveliness comes into play. So what's going on here is basically there's no center column on this tripod, and that means that I can literally put it down low like that, like so low, on my other tripod, there would have been about, I don't know, anywhere from probably sort of 6 to 8 inches of tripod sitting down, like centre column. So you're always, too high, and it didn't look right. So I don't have my subjects here right now, but I'll actually take a little bits of footage from this angle because I see my hares out here. They're routinely sort of coming out in the morning around sort of just before 7. So my plan is I'm going to go set up some morning further down the field, put the tripod nice and low. I'm going to lay on my poncho so I don't get too wet from the ground. And then I should be pretty stable and able to get some good footage at eye level with the subject. So I'll show you a little bit of sample footage now using the tripod at this level, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to try and use my severely advanced editing skills to overlay the vlogging footage and camera footage all in the one and show you this lovely tripod. So now I'm going to use my leveling head to level the tripod. Where are we? That is now severely level, about there, more or less. Okay, so it's levelled. And for artistic purposes, I'm employing the use of my lovely bucket hat. You're going to imagine it's a hare, right? So you have to use your imagination here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of panning and stuff just to show you. So, right, the footage is now happening. Do some manual focus. So imagine we're just going through the grass looking. There's a beautiful hare in front of us. All that lovely sticks. Oh, that's good. Brilliant. Okay, and after that, go across. What's that? Oh, a bucket hat. So it's actually going to be a hare. Right now it's a bucket hat. Look how we're so level with it in the grass. So I'm just zooming out now. So yeah, if we imagine that was our subject, we can get some nice separation between the grass in the foreground and the background, and that will look severely professional, all because the tripod gets low. Isn't that good? So that's the theory behind this tripod and why I wanted it. So we're going to see. I'll get out a few mornings and try and get some footage. Fingers crossed it comes off. I'm going to take one severely nice picture, and then hopefully, I mean, it's nearly definitely not going to happen, but hopefully I'll be able to get an image of a hare in this position, and we'll be like, oh my god, how did you predict that? That's definitely not going to go that way, but that's the hope. So yeah, good tripod. That was pretty cool. I just found myself in the middle of what I can only assume is some sort of verbal altercation between two robins. Yeah, absolutely giving it socks, singing, and yeah, nice to watch. Sorry, I've just seen a little bird. Ooh, 2 little birds. Looks like stone chats. I'm going to see now if I can get closer. So, yeah, nice to see the robins. Nice to see them singing in a bit of good light. So, yeah, it's nice. And there goes the thrush. Yeah, there's a few things around. It's not as busy as, I imagine it will get in a few months, but certainly a bit more about, which is good. So those 2 birds there, they were the stone chats, and the male is the one with the rusty kind of breast that's a bit more orange. The female has more subdued colours, she blends in a bit better. So you'll often see a pair of them, and you hear them sort of making a little tutting type noise. You tend to see them up on top of a bit of foliage, giving you the evils. So yeah, nice to see them. I think as well, I may have just got a fleeting glimpse of a hare. I was just walking beside a wood, I heard a little crashing. So yeah, sorry, I'm speaking a bit quiet because of it. Yeah, I saw a sort of, not quite deer size, a bit smaller, quick flash of white. So that's sort of the underbelly, dashed off down into the wood. So I might put a trail camera near this wood, because it's only it's a young one. With the young woods, I haven't had too much to do with them, so they're an absolute nightmare to go through. So I might put a trail camera in it and see what's around. So yeah, nice to see the signs of the hare. That was quite cool. I just came across a pair of bullfinches, which are useful little birds. Normally, they're quite wary and skittish, but these two are pretty friendly. It's nice to see a pair of them, a male and a female. The male has a pink coloured breast. The female then has browner plumage. It's kind of similar to the stone chats, really. So yeah, good to see them. Now I'm just going to put the camera out actually in the field that I previously had it in. I opted not to go to the wood because it was too low and it was near to a footpath. You just don't know if someone might object to seeing a trail camera, so I'm going to put it somewhere a bit more discreet and a bit more, yeah, a bit more hidden. Well, that is an absolutely excellent end. It's a great afternoon out. And yeah, I went over to the field where I was going to put the trail camera, and I was just videoing the moon. It's just above the tree line, so I was getting a little cinematic bit of B-roll. I saw some dark backs moving through the field. I said, they're not sheep. I looked, they're deer. So yeah, there's 3 fallow deer, look like a doe and 2 bucks. So yeah, it's quite good actually. Managed to deploy my tripod in a sprightly manner and do a little bit of a crawl up, and I got into a good position. I got to watch them for a good, probably 5 or 10 minutes there. So yeah, that was nice. So the deer, they're very skittish. They did see me in the end. They sort of plonked down the field. Now they didn't know exactly where I was, but I think their senses were saying this is not good. So yeah, they was gone then. Yeah, nice to see. So I'm actually going to walk over near where my trail camera is out and just see if there happens to be any hare or anything at this hour of the day. It's now sort of getting to around 7 p.m. So I'm going to go have a quick look there on the route back, and then I'm going to come out another morning and see if I can get some good shots and footage of the hares. So yeah, this will be a 2-part video because apparently I can't really make what I deem a worthy video in just one outing. So I'm going to try and get some footage on another day. And if that fails, then it'll be a 1-part video. We're going to see how it goes. It's currently about 20 to 6, so I got up early at 5 because I've seen the hares on the trail camera just before 7. So I'm marching towards the light and it's lovely and clear, so I expect there'll be a good sunrise, and yeah, if the hares turn up, we'll be in for a treat. So fingers crossed it all goes as planned. Interestingly, as I'm walking, I'm hearing a few peeping sounds, and it sounds like seabirds. According to my Merlin app, it's a golden plover. So yeah, interesting to hear that they are inland and up the hills. So already an interesting development. And another thing that I've got with me is my audio recorder. I bought it out the other day, and so I've reminded myself of why I love it. So yeah, I'm trying to catch some of the morning chorus once I get to my location. So yeah, exciting morning ahead. Conditions look good. Now we just need the quarry, so I'll see you in a bit. I had terrible luck with the hares. I arrived this morning and around sort of 6:30ish, or just before then, sadly I spooked them and they were gone. So I waited around. It's now 9 o'clock and they have not come out since. So I'm actually going to go have a little look in this wood and just see if I can see any signs of hares or foxes. If there's any fox dens, I'd love to put a trail camera out and just see if there's, you know, if I can find one, because it'd be great. I've not actually found one before, so I'm going to bring my tripod with me as well, because I've seen a few birds in the direction that I'm going to head. I'll bring the shotgun microphone as well, and maybe able to get some footage then. So I'm going to wander in and see what I can find. I walked down alongside the wood and decided to enter into it a little bit. It's just quite dense, so this is the scene I've got in front of me. Now I was a bit reticent to bring the tripod and stuff because twigs will be getting caught on it, and that so far is happening, but I don't know, I'll try and persevere and go through a little bit. I mean, it's great that it's dense for the animals that live here. Not so great for the person who wants to know about the animals that live here. And to be fair, from what I can see, it doesn't look like many animals live here, so this could be an absolute exercise in futility. But look, we'll push forward and see. And any animals that do live here will no longer be here because I'm talking. This is great. Anyway, I'm going to go and try and find some animal activity. I walked through the wood a bit and it was quite dense. I saw an opening, so I said, all right, I'll get out there. Yeah, this is the opening now. So I hear a bit of birdsong over to the right of me, but nothing crazy enough to make me want to keep exploring. So I'm going to cut my losses and start to return back to where I came from. So I'll see, I might be able to get a shot of a bird over to the right in the foliage. They do sound a bit far away. I'll tell you what is cool. There's a little stream running through here. It's quite nice. See there it is. So yeah, nice and clear. Nothing too crazy about it, but still nice. So yeah, I'll make my way back to the field that I was in and see if I see any birds on the way. Right, well, we didn't get the hare, but I did get some footage of a siskin and a great tit. So yeah, not a complete loss. And it was nice as well to get some audio recordings earlier. I'm quite enjoying getting the ambient sounds, so trying to make a bit of a library of various sounds. Something a little bit different from the photography and videography, so it's quite nice. So yeah, that'll do it for today. If you get anything while on the way home, I'll put it up at the end. And again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.